All right, guys. Hello, 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 and welcome to the first stream in quite a while. You might be able to tell by my voice that I'm a little bit under the weather, but we got some water, we got some throat lozenges over there. We'll power through it. So, it's been a while since I've streamed. I have been in Japan, obviously, for Worlds. So we're going to be going through a lot of the things that happened at Worlds. A little bit of a show and tell as well. I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I picked up in Japan. Some of the goodies. Of course, the best goodie of them all is, of course, a Bulbasaur from the official Pokemon store in Osaka. Um, yeah, he still has his tag on him. I guess probably should remove that. But yeah, Bulbasaur was an OG. I This is kind of giving away my age, but yeah, when I was a wee little lad, I think in literally like fourth grade is when Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow and all that came out. Uh, I picked Bulbasaur as my starter. Uh, Part of it was because I thought it was cool. Part of it was I knew sleep powder was very good. For those of you that remember, Gen 1 sleep powder could last like 5 turns. It was really good. And the freeze mechanic would last forever, right? That's also pretty good too. But Bulbasaur is very good against the first two gyms, so that's partly why I picked him. But yeah, so got that. Got a bunch of other goodies from Worlds that I'm going to show you guys. And then we're going to jump into taking a look at some Dory decks. And then we're going to play some games and see how that goes. So, let's see where to start. Well, let's start with something simple. This is something that I really like, and now that they've given us many, many, many of these, this is kind of like I saw some people wearing like 4 or 5 of these at the same time at Nat, so I was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. But this is kind of like your resume. Like you're like a 4 or 5 star general if you like have like 16 bracelets on or something, Um, but I do really like these. I have like 6 or 7 of these at this time. I think they started doing this at Pro Tour 3, and all the major events after Pro Tour 3 have these. I quite like that. Will with a Charmander main. I mean I just knew it. Charmander speaks to you. Yeah. Are you playing Pokemon Pocket? Yes. For some reason, the app like auto downloaded while I was in Japan. I just woke up and I was like, "What is this app that I've never seen before?" So that was kind of cool. Um, Will, since you're in chat, if you have any stories and all that, please let me know. I think you had some pretty interesting stories in Japan. Okay, let's take a look at some of the swag that I got from Worlds, I guess. All right, we'll start with these because these are kind of bulky and big. But okay, so as is tradition, the Worlds competitors got a playmat. Now, I'm not a big fan of Part the Mist Veil, but it is what it is. So I'm kind of running out of room on my wall is kind of the issue, right? So I have like the first Worlds, that's the second Worlds. I mean, I can't replace up the ante with this, right? That just doesn't feel right. Maybe I'll have to work on it over there or something. But yeah, so Worlds playmat, pretty cool. Ah, okay, so here's a playmat that I think it looks really, really, really clean. And this is gonna be like impossible for Nathan to guess on the next guess the playmat thing that we do. But this is the 5th anniversary playmat. It's black and gold. It's real clean. I like it a lot. So yeah, this one is the 5th anniversary playmat. No zones, classic black and gold. Kind of goes along with like the cards that they gave us as well. In the 5th anniversary pack, these came in there. Also, if you've ever had like a gold foil or whatever, those are also like really on theme, gold and black. This is like the coin. I'll show you guys this later, but this is like the coin that you got for spending 30,000 yen at the merch store. Which I'm sad to say I have many of those coins. Which is let me put it this way, guys. Japan was not expensive, but the merch store was very much so expensive. So I think I literally I think I definitely spent more money at the merch shop than the other 9 days. So there's that. But yeah. So 5th anniversary mat. Big fan of this. I'll probably use it a little bit. Um I don't know. That one may just, sit in the wall or something. Where is my well, I'll show you the Dory one later. We got this one. Whew. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. This is the Ira alternate art one. I thought this looked pretty cool too, so I picked up that one. Uh, this one, I do like playing Ira, so maybe we'll play some Ira. And then of course I picked up the anime ones because I have no self control. So we have the new, looks really nice. We have the Visceri. Ooh, that one's clean. That one's nice. And then obviously we have the Dory as well. Um, but yeah, merch store had a lot of goodies there. I got some T-shirts as well, and just yeah, I think everybody was just spending a lot of money there. Um, in terms of Japanese cards, I decided to pick up a playset of Blade Flurries in Japanese, which are I think I'll try to Japaneseify my deck, but only certain cards. I think the ones that are really straightforward and simple, like Blade Flurry. I also got a pair of Shift the Tide of Battles in Japanese. Now this one, the wording is a little bit more complicated, so I'm gonna have to make sure I know the text on that one really well. I mean, I got to play some of the 5th anniversary events in Japan. I got like this Japanese sigil of Earth. I think that's the one. Yeah, bunch of you know, sometimes you just open good shit like Japanese CLV, Japanese Gone in a Flash. Quite nice. This is the new Reinar card, so that's cool too. Oh Jesus. I gotta tell you a story behind these. I got some Japanese CYBs. I got 6 Japanese foil CYBs here. And so the day before the tournament, I was walking around in the Namba area, and I was with Eugene, and uh we're just visiting different card shops there. And we went to this card shop, and as soon as we walked in, like I got like that look from the employees, like oh that look of like, oh, I know who that is. And but they didn't say hi or anything, but they gave me that look like they knew who I was, right? And then in their case, they had these rainbow foil Japanese CYBs. And I knew that I was going to play CYB Dory at Worlds. And so I was like, I kind of want to buy these. But the thing is that because the 2 shop employees gave me that look like, oh shit, it's Josh Lau. I was like, well, I don't really. If I buy like Japanese foil CYBs, is that gonna like be really obvious? Are they gonna tell people? That's definitely something you don't want. And so I was like, all right, Eugene, buy these for me. I'll pay you back. And so yeah, he snuckily bought some CYBs for me, and I was able to. I didn't find the yellow and blue full set, so I didn't actually play them at Worlds. But if I had managed to complete the set, I would have played them at Worlds. A couple other goodies I picked up. So I played a bunch of side events at the end of day 1, day 2, and day 3, and I managed to pick up the Spellbane Aegis and Vigor token. Now this might be the world's first Spellbane Aegis token because like who in their right mind spends 1,200 tickets to get this? Well, the guy that registered Jubil in his world's deck is that crazy guy. Um, I also got the souvenir package that came with the Japanese New, Japanese Viserai, and the Japanese Dory. So yeah. Now, I also gambled and opened my 5th anniversary pack and got a normal Iris, so there's that. Um, yeah. So I didn't buy stuff just for myself too. I bought, if I saw cards that I thought my teammates would enjoy, I did buy them. And so I bought Nathan a playset of Japanese CMHs. I was on a call with him the other day, and I was like, Nathan, can you tell me every word on this card? And I didn't tell him why. I was like, Nathan, what is the exact wording of CMH? Give me the exact wording. And he was able to do it. And so I was like, all right, I will give you a playset of Japanese CMHs. You are authorized to use them. So there's that. Bumped into some of the Polish players, and they gave me some of these rune chants. These are pretty cool. They got like a Pokemon foiling treatment, which is like, very different than the normal foiling treatment, but I think it's pretty cool too. So that's like their first foil token, I think is pretty cool. Um, I'm also going to give Nathan a rune chant token, of course, in Japanese as well. Um, and then this last thing I want to show you guys is like, there was a fan in Germany. His name is Josh. He couldn't see. I was supposed to like go to Amsterdam, and but that kind of fell apart. But yeah, he made me a shadow box Bolton, and it took a little bit of it was a little bit of a logistical nightmare, but eventually he was able to get it to me. And I kind of want to. It's gonna be really difficult to show you guys, but this thing looks amazing IRL. So we have Bolton, right? And the card in the background, if you guys can recognize the card in the background, good on you. That is Glisten, the one that puts counters on your weapons, and at the end of the turn you remove them. It's much, much, much better in Prism than Bolton, but still looks really, really cool. It's a light card. But yeah, so basically, like, there's a lot of layers to the card. Like, there were, like, in order to get the 3D effect, you basically had to cut out a bunch of Boltons. So this is what a fan from Germany did for me. And yeah, so I'm definitely going to use this. I now have, like, I have Surfetch'd, and now I have Glisten Bolton. So yeah, this is really, really cool. Thank you so much for making this for me and getting it to me. It's really, really, really cool. Yeah, bunch of other random stuff over there. For those of you who like inner sleeve, like hard, what are these mini snaps in the US they're called? I call them clicky clickies, but they were able to like print on them, so then you have like, I guess you could put your hero in here or something. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, of course, I have a bunch of Dory sleeves, and because we're sponsored by Dragon Shield, I have a bunch of sleeves anyways. But I was like, all right, fine. I gotta get you gotta get the Dory, uh, anime sleeves, if they're there, right? Um, this is the 5th anniversary coin. Let's see. I actually kind of forgot what this looked like. So it comes into like a pouch. Okay, so I don't know if this was a collaboration with Fab Metal Tokens, but yeah, it says uh, Osaka, Japan, Worlds 2024, and on the back it has the Millennium Tree, or just Rosetta theming, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. I think that's all the goodies. Of course, like I said, Bulbasaur is the best goodie. Oh, okay. One more thing. Now, I don't know if Aaron's in the chat, but if Aaron's in the chat, thanks, Aaron, for getting me some. What is this? I don't know if I should show this on stream, but well, fuck it. So there was this like, oh, she kind of looks like Dory. Okay. So he got me some manga or something. So still in its packaging. I guess I'll read it later and see how it is. But yeah, good stuff there. Um, also, I one thing I noticed is that traditionally Fab has been partnering with Dragon Shield, but they might be partnering with Ultimate Guard going forward, because they have like these. I don't know if this deck box per se is from Ultimate Guard, but they had like Rosetta themed ones as well. So yeah. So there's I got so much stuff. I went to Japan with half of my suitcase not filled. So yeah, it is Saber. You're correct there. Uh but I went to Japan with half my suitcase empty, and I came back and I had to like use the extension zipper and all that. So yeah. All right, let's catch up with chat a little bit. The playmat that I covet the most is the Blood on Her Hands playmat, prize wall exclusive. Yeah. Uh, if you're a Kasai player, there's not actually that many choices for playmats. One of the videos I was thinking about making, let me know if you guys think this is a good idea, but was like, I made a PowerPoint for this video, but I never actually recorded the video. Let me know if this is a good idea. Basically, it was a rundown of the playmats for each hero. So, like for Dory, I'd be like, okay, if you're an OG, you play on Glistening Steelblade. Sorry, not sorry, Glint the Quicksilver. You could use the Steelblade Supremacy mat. You could use the Razor Reflex mat. Stuff like that. I basically went through every hero and then talked about like what the rare playmats for each hero would be. But obviously that is really, really, really subjective. Like for Bolton, like the one of the playmats I really, really like is Celestial Cataclysm. There's yeah, there's many, many choices for heroes, but I basically made like a PowerPoint of like 4 or 5 for each hero, but I never recorded it. So how much did you spend on the entire trip, ballpark? You don't have to share if you don't want to. The flight was like $1,100. That's round trip from Atlanta to Osaka, relatively direct. So I went from Atlanta to San Fran to Osaka. On the way back, I had to stop in Denver, but yeah, not too bad. So 1,100 on that. The hotel was we actually got an Airbnb and split it, and that was 250, 260 ish for like 9 days, 9 or 10 days. It was actually a really good deal. And then I I spent like 1,500 just 1,500 on stuff in Japan basically. So and it yeah. I visited the merch booth like 4 times. So and if you spent 30,000, which is 200 US dollars, you got a coin. So yeah, at least 800 bucks on merch and then like 600 just, you know, for other things. And then I also got the souvenir package and like side events and stuff like that. So I'm guessing everything included is probably near $4,000. Uh, Dodge the blue ones, nice. What blue ones were you talking about? I'm not sure. Someone with an almost entirely German Kasai deck. I don't recommend non-English blood on her hands. Yeah, the more complicated the card is, uh, the more you want it to be in English in general. That's why I said like Blade Flurry is like the best for that. It's like, what does Blade Flurry do? +2 to this attack, +2 to the next weapon attack. So pretty simple there. The Venn diagram of people who have CF Jubil and CF Spellbane Aegis token is a circle. Amen to that. Well, actually, a lot of people have a CF Jubil. Like the RTN winners from 2023. I was joking with my team. I was like, hey, if I do well at Worlds, make sure you buy out the CF Jubils because they're going to go up. But that didn't happen. Joshua, new warrior coming. Yeah. I was in the crowd when uh James White talked about that the new hero, and I was just like, oh damn. Got real hyped. I got real hyped. Even though I was like jet lagged as hell, I was still really, 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 really hyped for that. So uh I have a CF Jubil and CF Aegis. Okay. So maybe I'm the world's second Spellbane Aegis cold foil. I don't know. I'm just saying in general, there's not a lot of people that buy that token. Like, you know, Spectral Shield, Rune Chant, Embodiments. Those are much, much more valuable. Uh, Enjoy your content, Josh. I said hi to you in Osaka. Very friendly. Got my sleeve. Well, thanks for coming up and saying hi to me. I got a signed Dory Quicksilver Prodigy artist proof. Ooh, that's nice. You know, there was a lot of a Dory bling in Osaka. They had like I think they had like metal prints as well, but I unfortunately I was in the merch line. I didn't actually get to get one. But yeah, they got a lot of Dory bling there. Uh that's probably Saber, yeah, referring to the Dory manga that I got. Playmat video would be sick. Sure. Yeah, that I might have to update that because that's like I did this like about a year ago, but yeah, I'll have to fish out that PowerPoint and go from there. A tier list of playmats. We could do a tier list of playmats. The thing is that there's a lot of playmats now. I've tried to keep up with like at least the warrior ones. I know like okay, whenever there's something on the prize wall, I'm like, okay, this exists now. I gotta get it right. Like that's the story behind the Spirit of Arena playmat and the Blade Flurry playmat. Those were on the prize wall, and I was like, okay, first chance. That one was in Spirit of Arena was Indianapolis during Fatigue Oldham era. I remember that distinctly. And then the other one was from Phuket. So, like the first opportunity I could, I got them. Uh, I I think I've been able to keep up at least with the Warrior ones pretty well. Uh, uh, Fab ROC, like rock, as in like the. Is there a playmat of rock? I think there is a playmat of rock. Non-English Jarl cards are going to be wild. Yeah, they. Oh, that's actually something interesting. They printed the Bolted deck in Japanese, and I was like, should I pick one up? Then I was like, I already have like 3 Dory. Like, I already got like so many of those Dory decks, so or those Bolton decks. So, you'll be talking about Fang today or Dory gameplay only. We'll be talking. I mean, it's been a while since I've streamed, so we're just going with the flow today. I'll probably make a poll shortly, seeing what you guys want to see. Basically, I think they're either. Do you guys want to see the post ban CYB list? So this is the list that I made a deck tech on, or do you want to see a more traditional, aggressive Dory build, kind of like something that basically tries to end instead of trying to fatigue the rune blades, basically tries to kill the rune blades. So we'll make a poll for that shortly. Um, as for Fang, I mean, well, we can run through some of the stuff, but I mean, we don't even know his hero ability, so. But I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about it, so I'll just quickly mention that. So Fang looks to be dagger focused, so this is again going to kind of, if they print cards like how they've printed them in the past, you're going to have target one-handed weapon, target two-handed weapon, target sword, target dagger, target sword or dagger, target axe, target two-handed axe, target, like, target Dawnblade. Like, it's possible that now, obviously, Jagged Edge says target weapon, so that's really good. And that actually might. Now, we know that's a majestic. Now, if they had printed that at rare or common, uh, that would have been crazy. Because, well, let's just say that they were wise and they printed that at majestic. Uh, but yeah, so that helps hatchets, that helps decimator, that helps, because currently the only ignores prevention effect is on Chorus of Ironsong, which stipulates Dawnblade. So it's saying target weapon is good. So if a lot of the stuff printed in the Hunted set says target weapon, then we're really cooking. If it says target dagger, target sword or dagger, or target draconic attack, stuff like that, less good for warrior in general, but we'll see. We'll see. I'd watched the playmat video, and I don't think I've ever seen one before. Yeah, it was really unique. I was basically so LSS has like a spreadsheet. I don't think they update it anymore, but they had a spreadsheet of like all the playmats in existence. So I was able to like go through, and I was like, and the thing is, like, a lot of these don't even have pictures for it, and a lot of these you may not even know exist. So sure, I'll try to make that done in the coming week. You have a CF Aegis, Courage, Quicken, Vigor, Agility, Spectral, and Gold. You have a problem. They have cold foil gold tokens. I'm gonna need to get me some of those. Josh, can we do Dawnblade Mirrors best of 7? Why do you want to do that? I'll be honest, Dawnblade Mirrors are really about how much tech you have in your deck. Obviously there's a lot of skill involved, but like if you have Tunic and Shunt, that makes it much harder. When's the next Bolton video for the new meta? Good question. I haven't been playing a lot of Bolton recently, I'll be honest. Basically, I after I started like committing to CYB Dory for Worlds, I didn't play much Bolton, but we will definitely get back on that sometime soonish. Will Fang be able to be more aggressive than Dorinthea? Almost certainly. Now, the interesting thing is that I think we're going to get a warrior helmet. So that's going to be quite defining. So we'll see. The stances are actually an indication of the direction they want the warrior, that warrior to go in, I think. We'll see. I mean, we don't even know his hero ability, so it's really, really hard to say. Like, is he gonna play Blaze Hedgehog? Maybe. He might be a weapon focused deck. He might be an attack action focused deck. I don't know. Because currently Kasai, Olympia, and Dory are all very weapon focused, and Bolton is very attack action focused. So they may make one more in the middle. So we'll see. Either way, Fang looks cool as hell. So we'll definitely be playing and trying out him. Which Dory build is the best in the Jarl meta? Now, hot take. I don't know if there will be a Jarl meta. I don't know how much juice I want to spill, but from testing and from hearing people's testing, Jarl may be overrated. Just the first time I looked at his weapon, I was like, oh, this is so far away from Winter's Wail. They really cut his legs, let's just put it that way. I think LSS so far has been very cautious with the reprint heroes. So you have Chain and Vincent, you have Prism and New Prism, you have well, I guess Starvo and Bravo, they weren't that careful, but Oldham and Jarl. Who else? Is that the only reprint heroes so far? So, yeah, I think they've been relatively cautious. So, I don't know. Stalagmite by itself, I don't think is enough to. Oldham's power came from the Ice React. A good Oldham player that had Stalagmite plus the Ice React was really difficult for a lot of decks to deal with. I think for Jarl, if he doesn't have disruption on a key turn, the aggro deck just unloads into him. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that Jarl's meta impact is actually going to be relatively small. Part of that is going to be the fact that he looks even softer to Illusionist than any of the other Guardians we've seen. So we'll see. We have a spoiler of a Draconic Warrior. Seems to be focused on his dagger. That is correct. Draconic Warrior is going to be rad. I agree. He's a Royal Draconic Warrior. Get it correct, guys. Royal Draconic Warrior. Going to take a bit before people figure out how Jarl is built, in my opinion. Oldham took a bit, and we know how he turned out at the end. Sure. I mean, a lot of the cards do seem strong, but it looks like in order to have his really good turns, he's going to have to keep cards, which means he took a round of damage. So we'll see how it goes. Is CYB Dory still likely the best build? I think there's several good builds for Dory right now. It's basically, how do you want to approach the Rune Blades? Do you want to run them out of threats, or do you want to kill them? I'm more excited about the Ninja personally, but Draconic, let's go. Yeah. I knew you kind of liked Fi, will you? Will, so get your Ember Blades ready. I mean, I'm beating Jarl with Azalea, so that says a lot. Yeah, Jarl is good. The Guardians have actually changed quite a bit. Like, Oldham and Bravo kind of the same, but then Victor was kind of different. Betsy, I guess. I don't know. The card guys streamed like a 4 hour stream on the weekend for Jarl. If you want to watch Jarl content, we got Jarl content for you guys. Royal equals please block Regicide. Yes, Regicide is pretty good. What do you have gold foiled for Dory? I have Nullroot Hood, Iron Song versus, and I think that's it. My equipment choices are actually very deliberate. I have mostly cold foils for the equipment now, but some of them are rainbow foil because they have like memories for me. So. It was great to meet you in Minneapolis. Oh man, that's so long ago. That's like June. It was so random. Peruvian. Oh yeah, the Peruvian pizza place. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Good times, good times. One of the nice things about the North in the summer is that so in the South, basically it goes from daytime to nighttime and nighttime to daytime. There's very little dusk time and dawn time. But in the North, the sun sets slower, so you can go to a place for dinner, sit outside, and kind of watch the sunset, which is nice. I quite like that. Yeah. I think they should ban Oakidle, to be honest. I don't know. Someone gift this guy a gold foil down. I'm like, nah, I gotta earn it or trade it. I do have a gold foil Raiden, so there's that. Raiden is pretty cool. I heard there's a whiteboard gold foil Dawnblade floating around. Yeah, Min-Max game has that. So, all right, okay, all right. Speaking of Dawnblade, I'm gonna start a poll, and I want you guys to tell me which deck you want to see me play tonight because I'm not sure what you guys want to watch. Ask a question. What do you guys, with a Z, of course, want to see tonight? CYB Dory? Aggro DB Dory. All right. So I started a poll. Please vote, and we will. I'll show you guys both lists, but actually I don't have an aggro list made, but I will make an aggro list. So I guess we could keep chit chatting a little bit, and then we'll go do that. Unban whale? No, that's not gonna happen. Everybody knows that whale was too good. Even the Guardians knew that was too good. 4 with an on-hit effect is way too good. Ban decompose mechanic? I mean, I don't know why you would want that. All right. La, 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 la. All right, while we're waiting for the votes to come in, I actually kind of want to look at this deck box. It's still in its wrapper. I haven't like looked at it. I'm kind of curious if this is like any good or not. It's got like safety seal, security seals on this too. All right, let's open this. Now, this was only in the souvenir bundle, I think. You could not purchase this at the souvenir shop. Merchandise shop, sorry. So this is a limited edition. Let's see here. Is there any way to open this without like mutilating the packaging? Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. Ooh, damn! It's like shiny and all that. It's a foiled deck box, guys. What? Okay. All right, we have a gold foil deck box. What? All right, let's get this out of the wrapper here. Huh. Okay, nothing really in here, but still looks really nice. All right. Huh. Yeah, this really is a gold foil deck box. Jesus. Okay, so there's like a flap. Okay, flap comes up. Okay. There's like a paper thing just for packaging. Okay, so this comes up. Okay, comes around. Okay. Ooh, interesting design. Okay, so I kind of like this type of design. So it has like a main compartment here, has a like sideboard compartment here, and then it has a dice compartment. So okay, I mean this now I and there's like a divider in here as well. So there's two dividers. Okay, cool. I mean I do double sleeve my deck in hard inners, so I think it'll fit pretty nicely here. This looks like an 80 deck box. I don't think this is quite 100. So it might be a little bit tight, but that's what the sideboard slot is for, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I think I might use this. This looks nice. This is something cool. Na 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 na. Your favorite experience memory from Worlds? Oh man, there's a lot. Um, uh, one of the funnier experiences I had was the well, it's kind of a long story. I'll tell it to you when we're in the game. Uh, just got here late. Glad you like the coin. I like a lot of the merch. So it's really sweet. I know you might be the man behind a lot of those. Yeah. The deck box is really good. You made the deck box. Okay, there you go. Nice. Show the COB Dory list with the new changes. So that is I already made a video on that, but sure I will show you guys that as well. Dory Hatchets is my vote. Oh god. I don't want people to fall asleep, bro. That's why I don't play Hatchets and Decimator on stream. Authentic ramen from little corner shops, really tasty stuff. There was, dude, the food in Osaka is on another level, and I am super duper sad now that I am back to middle of nowhere America. The first experience that I had, I took the train from the airport to the city center. It was a complete nightmare to try to figure out how to exit out of the train station, but eventually I was able to. And it just opens up to this like wide open square. There's a shopping mall on the side, and there's a bunch of like neon lights on the right that kind of lead to two streets. And Google Maps tells me I have to go down the one on the right. And so I go down this street, and it is like a quarter-mile long. It's not that long of a street, but there are restaurants everywhere on the left and on the right for like a quarter-mile, like literally 100 restaurants, right? And it was so weird. I was like, do they not have anything other than restaurants in Osaka? Like, I didn't see a drugstore or a souvenir store or, you know, a clothing store or a handbag store. It's just restaurant, karaoke, restaurant. And so, yeah, literally, like, from the train station to the Airbnb, we probably passed, no joke, 200 restaurants. Literally 200 restaurants. So, I mean, Osaka is like the food capital of Japan, and it earns its reputation. So, uh, ready for Worlds 2025 in the USA. Yeah. I mean, it's depending on whether it's East or West Coast, it could still be far to fly or drive. So, but if it's in the Southeast, it'll probably be drivable for me. So that'd be cool. I hear the food is fantastic and pretty inexpensive. Yes, the food is very good, and the Japanese yen is actually not very strong right now. That's why things are relatively cheap there. So, where do you want the next worlds to be? Orlando would be pretty good. Atlanta obviously would be way up there. I could see them putting it in where they had PT1 though. Yeah, since it's the winter time, I mean, not Worlds will probably be in November, so it's like the start of winter or end of fall. So you probably want it in the south part of the U.S. We had Worlds in San Jose already, so if they kind of want to balance out the tier 4 USA stuff, so we've had was it Newark? It's not, it wasn't New York City. It was like in New Jersey, right? So I think that was Newark. So there was Newark, there was Los Angeles, there was San Jose. So if they kind of want to balance it, they probably will put it in Florida, but we'll see. How was Dawnblade into Jarl in testing? If you guys did any, we did not do any testing on that. I just know that some people have tested Jarl into general meta, and it was, yeah. PT1 was New Jersey, right? Yep, that's correct. San Jose, the tent. Yes, the legendary aircraft hangar. Yes, yes, yes. Good times. Good times. Parsippany, New Jersey. Okay. I think I flew into Newark. That's why I remember Newark. All right. What does the poll say? Okay. Yeah, people want to see aggro. Okay, sure. We will show you some aggro. All right. Let's see. All right. So, let's quickly look at Fabric, see if there's any changes that are notable. First change that I'm seeing, grains being used more than courage, which I think actually has to do a little bit with unsheathed being printed, which is actually something we'll talk about when we get into deck building. This card actually, I feel like I think people are just starting to realize how strong grains is. Let's just put it that way. Vambrace only in 5% of decks. That is surprising in my opinion. I was running this in my worlds list. I think this is I think you probably should be playing Vambrace in this meta. Let's just put it that way. All right, most decks are Dawnblade decks. Sure, we got some Decimator decks. This could also be, Dawnblade with Decimator in the sideboard. We got some Hatchets. Sure. Hey, Jubil, 6%. Let's go. Unsheath becoming a staple now. Makes sense. Still quite a bit of people playing Glistening, which makes sense. Commanding Performance not seeing a lot of play, which I think this is slightly underplayed right now. Emboldened Blade has gone up a bit. Lead with Speed is there. Sure. Dauntless just starting to see play. I think this Dauntless and Truce are two cards that I've started to really like in Dory. Still got some attack actions, sure. The need for these poppers is not as high as before because Prism's not a huge part of the meta. The attack reaction suite hasn't really changed. Chorus, obviously seeing some uptick. Agile engagement, again, I also think kind of underutilized. Yeah. Seeing yellow overpower and biting blade does make me very, very happy. Yep. Smattering of D-Reacts, sure. That's All You Got was a card that I played quite a bit, but kind of depends on the deck. I think for Dawnblade Dory, getting a random card is not... Sorry, for traditional aggro Dawnblade Dory, getting a random card is not that great. And, oh man. The infestation of CUIB has taken root on our Dory page. Okay. Ironsong Pride. This card's kind of weird now because this was like really good in mid-range Dory. But I think if you're in the go fast Dory, you just want a +3 pump in general. Mainly because the way that you get around D-Reacts with aggro Dory is different than how you get around D-Reacts with mid-range Dory. So mid-range Dory would get around D-Reacts with overpower and route. Whereas the aggro Dory just says, oh, you got a sink below? Cute. I have Blade Flurry and Response. I have Puncture and Blade Flurry. I have Puncture and Iron Song Response. So, not card efficient, but it is low to the ground. So, and that's really where the grains comes in, is that the lower to the ground your deck is, the better this grains is. Because it gives you the especially if you are ending the turn with an arsenal, then you get to dump your extra resources into grains. Is quite nice. Okay, let's take a look at some of the lists. So this is the list I took to Worlds. If you want a full deck tech, you can go look at that on the channel. But basically, it had the Dawnblade Dory core. Obviously, some things were different. I was running more route, more overpower than I've ever run in my life. And yeah, it was a Valor-based deck, so we're only running one Twinning Blade. We're not running Determination or Glistening Steel Blade or any of that. And basically, we would run CUIB to fatigue all the Rune Blades, because we would pair that with Jubil and Null Rune and all these D-Reacts and run them out of threats. Chains was used for Dio. So yeah. So with the blue CUIB ban, this is the deck that I made. So in terms of changes, I added 2 Emboldened Blades, took out 2 Shunts because they just weren't performing that well. Added in Snag because I was not respecting new and I got punished at Worlds for that. Added a couple more attack reacts as well, just to up that. And obviously blue CRB is gone. I still think life gain is really, really good against Rune Blades. Because it allows you to deal with their arcane damage in an efficient manner. We also added an Iron Song Versus, which I think is actually very good as well. In this style of list. But yeah, the Rune Blades basically don't have enough damage if you just have your D-Reacts, your life gain, all your 3 blocks in your whole deck, and then some Arcane Barrier. They just don't have enough damage. And the Auroras that I played at Worlds, they lost the game in sideboarding, I'll be honest. Yeah, so that's the CRB deck. If you want a full deck tech, go check out that on the channel. All right, let's make a aggro list. What is Dawnblade Dory's most sleeper matchup where people think it is generally bad, but it may not be bad from your experience? I would say this is gonna sound really this is gonna be surprising. I actually think the Enigma matchup may not be as bad as I thought. Now, there's only one reason for that though, and that's because the Enigma players don't have enough reps. Because Dory has become, you saw at Worlds, there were 6 Dory players in a 450 person tournament. Now, we did have one of the best conversions into day 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But um the because Dory's metagame representation is so low now, and because Enigmas think of them as like just free wins, they actually don't have a lot of experience dealing with Dory, I think. And if they play well or they draw well, yeah, it's just a stomp. But um, it really is a knowledge check, and like even decks that are heavily favored with perfect play, it's still a knowledge check. So that's what I would say. The most sleeper matchup is anybody that cannot pass the knowledge check, which is actually, we're getting to a point where Dawnblade Dory has been so suppressed in the meta that people, I think, have forgotten how to play against it. I started off playing Courage in the Rosetta meta, and it feels better in 4 to 5 turn games, but Grains is too good to pass up universally. I think basically Courage is for Blitz. That's I'll put it that way. I think Grains just synergizes a little bit better, and it ensures a smoother snowball. Courage is really good in Blitz because you it's all about that one turn, right? So, but Grains, I think, just turn to turn to turn. Yeah, Truce is fire. Yeah, I think Truce is pretty good. Could also put Ripple away in that slot. I think is also fine too. I'm still trying to work out a 1 copy of 10 Foot Tall. It's bad, but I need a home. A 10 Foot Tall is it's a good way to clear the Enigma board. Let's just put it that way. If you have a lot of Gongen, but having a lot of success with an aggro list like Marcus Mock ran in Worlds, even without glistenings. But it's definitely a race in some matchups. She really doesn't want to block much. I mean, that's one way to play Dory. In fact, that might be the one of the best ways to play Dory at the moment. So yeah, I like that. The knowledge check preach. Yeah, I agree. I had a player recently who asked how I was attacking twice with my weapon. That's how sleeper we are. There you go. What is something you do while practicing playing on Talishar that you wish you could do in the Flesh and Blood in-person games? I mean, when I play actual games, I'm generally chit-chatting with my opponent. Like if they block, I'm like, oh, I didn't expect you to block. Or they don't block, I'm like, what? You didn't block? Or all right. One of my favorite things is that okay, they keep their whole hand. I'm like, all right, big turn alert. So I like that banter of IRL. On Talishar, you don't get any of that. You might get a little bit based on like some emotes, or if they enable chat and all that, or if they're on stream. So I do get stream sniped a decent amount, so like people do interact with me. So I mean, basically Talishar is like, it's a video game. It's not the same. All right, let's make a Dory list. Now, I think if we're gonna make it aggressive, we don't even need the decimator. I talked already how I thought Grains was a bit better. Iron Song Versus is generally for the longer matchups, so I think we're gonna stick to mono bracers. Did I add bracers already? Yeah, I did. Okay, so go like that. All right, agile engagement. I'm gonna put this in the deck for now. Generally, I like at least one in the aggressive list because you can tutor it with Singing Steel Blade. Biting Blade is another card I quite like having access to. Blade Flurry, sure, obviously we'll take that. Commanding Performance, I'm gonna try to fit some into the deck, but I don't know if it'll make the cut. Dauntless, this is kind of the defining card of aggressive lists in this current format. So the reason why Dauntless is starting to see play is that against decks, so it's really good against the traditionally bad matchups of the deck. So the bad matchups for aggro non-blade Dory are Florian, Enigma, Victor, like those type of heroes. And now some of those decks do play Tunic, but taking their Tunic away, and there's not even going to be online all the time anyways, so that's one way to deal with it. It also basically reduces the amount of blocking that their hand can do. So like, let's say they draw up a hand and it's 3 block, 3 block, 3 block, D-react. They can block 9 to 13, right? Having Dauntless means they can only block 6 to 10, or they can block 9 and set up for the next turn. And so if they try to do that, generally you're going to break through. Now, obviously, that does mean that they get to keep a D-react. However, we have cards like Emboldened Blade, so yeah, that could definitely help. But yeah, the red is basically seeing play because in a 5-card hand, this is one of the more valuable pieces of offense you could have. Obviously, you need to pair this with an agility token or your bolters. But that, I mean, you're going to have bolters, obviously, and agility tokens. Spoiler alert, we're going to be making quite a bit of agility tokens since we're making an aggressive list. Okay. This is a card I actually quite like. Now, obviously, lead with speed is better, but my heart still goes out to Edgehead. Okay, so here's a. We're not really. This is not a Fang stream, but Flurry Stance. At the start of your turn, destroy this. Then you may attack with each dagger you control additional time. This is an indication of where they want to take Fang. It's gonna have several stances. So, Iron Song Pride. I mentioned earlier that this is good in mid range, but less good in aggro. Response. I think we're gonna go 2-1 split. So this is an awkward card because this plus Singing Steel Blade means there's a decent chance you draw both of them on the same turn, and then your hand becomes extremely reprise dependent. So against decks that aren't going to block much, we're going to just play 2. But in decks that I think they might block us, we're going to obviously be playing all 3. Lead with Speed's a good card in aggro lists. Of course, this is one of those cards you never want to see 2 of them at the same time. So we'll just play 2. Out for Blood's pretty solid card. I don't know if we'd play. I kind of like just 1. I kind of like the Out for Blood plus Agile Engagement split. Just having one ofs makes your Singing Steel Blade stronger. Like let's say they block us, and I think they have a D-react, I would go grab Biting Blade. If I think if they don't have a D react, I'd grab Out for Blood. If I think they might have a D react and I don't have resources for Biting Blade, I'd grab Agile Engagement. That way I get something at least out of the turn, even if they stop my second hit from happening. So I kind of like this split of like 1-1-1 here. Red Overpower is kind of awkward in the very aggressive lists. I feel like the Biting Blade plus the Route kind of solved that already, so I think we're probably not going to be running Red Overpower. There's really no matchups right now where we really need it if you're playing aggressively. Because remember what I said, the solution to D-reacts with aggro Dawn Blade is just, oh, I have Blade Flurry and I have Response. I have Blade Flurry and I have Out for Blood. So I think we'll skip on the Overpower, which I think some of you are going to find kind of weird. Obviously, we're playing Puncture, 3 copies. This is really good. So against decks that can disrupt us, putting this into Arsenal is quite good. So that's where we want it to be. Route, obviously, we'll play a copy of a Route. We might play 2. I think nobody really expects a second copy. Runner could be good if we have enough. Now, this is a card that I took to PTLA, but that was because Prism and Dromai together were, kind of a threat. This is actually better in the Hatchet build because it has Taken on the Chin. So I don't think we're going to play that. Sharpened Steel actually synergizes with a lot of things that we're going to add. So, spoiler alert, we're going to be playing Glistening Steel Blade in this deck because obviously we're playing the aggressive version of Dory. But it also synergizes decently with cards like Unsheathed and Iron Song Determination. So we're gonna play Sharpened Steel. This might get cut down to 2. We'll see. Let's catch up on chat a little bit, and then we'll continue our build. Haven't heard you really talk about Fang much yet. Probably since you don't even know much yet. Yeah. I'm excited about it. And how do I feel about Dagger Focused? So, if they print cards that say target dagger, I'm going to be kind of sad because that only fits into one build. But hopefully they have more cards like Jagged Edge that says target weapon. Obviously, the most important cards are going to be the Majestics. We already saw that Jagged Edge is a Majestic, and so if we get some other cards on that power level, we'll be cooking. But we don't even know his hero ability, so yeah. Banter's the best. I enjoy that as well. It's part of the fighting game lore. Yep. Classic Talishar, only queue into your bad matchups when you create a CC game. Oh, it's worse than that, Nick. I create a I think this is just a guess. Because I play games on stream and off stream, and the games that I play on stream are quite different than the games I play off stream. Let's just put it that way. That all you got for Ira? Yeah, so Ira's actually very bad for every style of Dory other than hatchets. Ira has a lot of D-reacts, a lot of 3 blocks, and threatens Mask of Momentum every turn against us, which is very, very annoying. They also have on-hits that are very annoying, so yeah. If Ira is highly represented, then yes, I would say that's all you got against Ira, Aurora, Dash IO, which may or may not be dead. I don't know. Those are really, really good. Bracers is too cheap at the moment. Seems like a good pickup for a new warrior. I agree. Bracers are very, very solid. Is Dory still alive in the lore as we go into the hunted? Yes, she is. She is still alive. Her lore is basically the current lore is that her mentor died in front of her, which caused her to like go Super Saiyan, and she was able to like recall the Dawn Blade back to her or something like that. So you can Google Morlock Hill fabtcg lore, and you'll find the Morlock Hill lore. Some of my favorite like illustrations are from that article, actually. I'm pretty sure she is. Yep, she is. All right. Spoils of War. Yeah. I well, I mean we this card has become a necessary evil. I hope we get a card that's better than Spoils of War in the next set. Um, this pairs really well with Twinning Blades, so we got to play it. Obviously, we're playing Supremacy. One Stroke of Foresight could be played. I feel like we already have the Agile Engagement, though, so maybe not. Unsheathed, obviously. Great card. We're going to be playing that. This card, once we have a counter, starts to unlock some ridiculousness because it basically means all these one-cost attack reacts become completely live, even without a Grains token, and it allows us to make a Grains token if they don't block. Obviously turns on Twinning Blade as well. It's really, really important. All right, Warrior's Valor. Obviously, we're going to play Warrior's Valor. All right, yellows. We're basically playing the Majestics. This is going to be no surprise if you are a Dory fan that these are going in. Chorus, obviously for the sideboard, Glistening and Determination. This is really how you determine if the deck is aggressive or not, is if they play these two. Yellow Overpower is possible, but yeah. Run through, we might want one or two. Now, obviously, the only reason you play this is against the decks that you think are going to block, and like Warmonger's Diplomacy decks. This kind, like, Warmonger's actually shuts down a lot of this deck, which is not good. Which is actually one of the reasons why I think aggressive Dory doesn't run Warmongers. But yeah, so run through. I don't know. I think we'll just skip on the shift and the run through for now. See, Steel Blade, obviously we're playing all of those. Twinning Blade, obviously we're playing all of those. And we're not a Valor-based deck, so we're not going to play Yellow Valor. All right, blues. There's quite a bit of choice, actually. Emboldened Blade, I think, is pretty good nowadays. I don't know if we'll play all three. Glint is quite good. Fatal Engagement, I think, as a one-up is fine. Goblet is also fine. Maybe as a two of Hit and Run is obviously good. Response is obviously good. I don't think we need a lot of those, though. Overpower blue is one of the best cards. Precision Press is very good. And Blue Valor, sure. Okay, so we might be a little bit high on blue. We have 23 right now. Yeah, we'll work this out later. All right, so sideboard. I want to snag. I kind of like that all you got as well. Probably Sync. I kind of like the 2-2 split on Sync Fate just to mess with people. I think you could also just go 3-0 for Sync, but 2-2 is kind of nice. Any other cards we're missing? I think it's pretty straightforward how to play. If you're an experienced Dory player, none of this build should surprise you at all. What else do we need in terms of equipment? We need a helmet. Do we need a Balance of Justice in this format? Only Brute and Dio, right, are drawing 2 cards a turn. Probably not. We'll run Crown of Providence. The heck is this? Okay. Huh. I did not even know this was a thing. Okay. Fabric of Providence. Interesting. Okay, so I mean this is yeah. Vambrace, maybe. Yeah. All right, so we're getting close to done. Obviously, we're quite over right now. We're gonna have to cut some stuff. Pretty sure. Ever played Dawnblade Resplendent with Iron Song Determination Glistening to get perma counters? That was something that I tried against Guardians a long, long time ago. I don't think this is the meta for that though. All right, guys. Is there anything I'm missing that's kind of standing out to you guys? Oh, why do we have blue Fate for What the heck? Right now we have too many cards. Obviously, we have 91, but we might have to say goodbye to Biting Blade. We might not have room for Biting Blade, unfortunately. I mean, Route kind of acts as that. Like, if we really need to, we can go Singing to Route. Yeah, this looks very, very standard. Fatal Engagement may not actually be good. We could run blue Out for Blood or blue Puncture. Yeah. I don't know if we need 3 Emboldened Blades either. It's not a card we want to see 3 of. Or 2 of at the same time. Yeah. 21 blues sounds about right. Where's Courage of Bladehold? That's for Blitz, in my opinion. I think if you want to snowball as Dawnblade Dory, Grades is better for that. If you're trying to go for like a triple hit combo, then Courage of Bladehold's better. But see, here's the thing: aggro Dory is actually not triple hitting that much, unless things line up perfectly. Nasty Surprise is possible. Ripple Away is also good too. Right now, we're Codex insured, though. I kind of like being Codex insured. Hold the Line could also be okay, but I don't think people are really running card draw in this format. I don't know if we need 2 blue response. We have 61 cards right now. That's an awkward number. Let's cut down the response down to 1. All right, so we have 60. Is Emboldened Blade actually good in aggro Dory? So the play pattern that we're trying to get into is they try to stop us and fail. Whereas Emboldened Blade is more like, okay, you set up. So now I need to be ready. I don't know if this is actually that good. Huh. The only time you would play this is when you have a lot of blues. And if you have a lot of blues, maybe another attack react is actually better. Blue Out for Blood is like rare, though. Or Puncture, also very rare. We want it to block 3. Could run Dauntless. I think Out for Blood actually might be the best one here. Yeah. This might not even be good either because we're making some. I don't know. I also want Truce here somewhere as well. This is hard, guys. How are we gonna fit all these things? How are we gonna fit all this? Maybe I'm supposed to cut these and play it like this. 19's too low. All right, we'll just add back a response or an Out for Blood. Fuck it. Let's just give them the most things to think about. One Iron Sacrifice, one Out for Blood. All right, so I was able to fit the Truce, which I quite like. Blue Slice and Dice is not terrible. Yeah. Is Truce actually good? This is only played turn 0. This is only played turn 0. That's it. This deck does not have a way to high roll on turn 0. And it blocks for 3. So, like, yeah. We are never playing this outside of turn 0. I think we might actually. This might actually come out for snag against New. Maybe. We'll see. All right. God. 8 more cuts? Really? 7 more cuts. Sorry. I don't know. 2, 2, 2? 2, 2, 2? Oh, boy. I don't know how I'm going to get down 6 cards here. Maybe the third response is not actually needed. I don't know, guys. This is hard. These last 6 cards are going to be really hard to cut. Let's think. Do we need Vambrace that badly? I don't know. It significantly improves one matchup. This deck is already kind of built to try to run Enigma over, so maybe we don't need this. All right, we'll remove it. We got Chorus. Chorus is enough, right? All right, we just run at 6. Okay. We have a nice clean 60. I kind of like that, so I think we'll just keep this. Is that all you got actually cuttable now? This drawing a random card against yeah, drawing a random card as aggro DB Dory is not good. Maybe we cut this. This feels sad. I think we're gonna cut the response as well. I think we have enough attack reactions that it's okay. 2 more cuts. Jesus. All right, we'll cut a commanding performance. And do we need 3 snags against New? Maybe we don't even need 3 snags. Maybe 2 is enough. I only have 2 foils anyways, so. In order for my deck to be full foil, it has to be like this. Okay, so I guess this is roughly what we'll go for. Looks like we're dropping some frames here. Hold on, let's see if we can fix that. I haven't streamed in a while, so my internet is kind of being a potato today. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I think this is what we're going to go with. We'll figure out the sideboard later. Yeah, Yeah, I think this looks pretty standard. I don't think this is like revolutionary or anything like that, but this should get the job done. All right. What day is it today? 19th. All right. Okay, so for those of you who want the link, here you go. Yeah, so the nice thing about Aggro Domblade Dory is that you could run a super streamlined equipment suite. And we're not messing around with Tunic or Shunts or Oasis or whatever. We're just trying to kill them, basically. So, yeah, I think this looks really standard. Yep, sideboard. Adding in some one-cost offensive power. Adding in some D-Reacts. We got Chorus and Snag for Enigma and New. Looks pretty good. So, let's see. Huh. Yeah. All right. Let's go play some games. Oh, nice thing is that this deck's not too expensive either. All right. Against Aurora, we probably want to go second. All right. All right. Rerun Null Rune because actually, do we run Null Rune? Sigil of Suffering. While Sigil of Suffering draws cards. That's what I think we're trying to kill them. We just try to kill them, right? Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. So Aurora. Let's see here. Remember the AB? I remember that game very vividly. I need to think about how to sideboard this actually. Okay, so I think we want some. The D-Reacts may not actually be good against this matchup, even though this is like the matchup where you want to prevent Snatch and all that. I think we might just run it stock. Fuck it. Let's just run. Let's just see what happens. What's the worst that could happen running no AB and just no sideboard cards? All right. We'll see. No Null Rune. You run Null. I've had really good experiences with Null Rune Hood. Felt pretty good. I think with mid range and especially obviously the CYB Dory, you're gonna run Null Rune. But we're trying to make this game 4 turns, 5 turns maybe. Now, obviously, if they draw a card while CLV is out with Sigil Suffering, I'm gonna be sad. No AB is a mistake. Free CLV triggers. Well, I mean, they're gonna get CLV triggers with how little we're gonna be blocking. So, Snag seems really good. Yeah, Snag is very good. But not into Aurora. Are you there, Mr. Aurora? Or Miss Aurora? If they draw 2 cards with CLV on the turn they play CLV and they pitch a lightning card so they have it next turn, fine. Unsheathed is so expensive in the UK. It's really sad. I just want to play Dory again. Really? Unsheathed is expensive there. I think it's like $5 to $10 in the US. Hello? Is this guy like AFK? What? He was chatting with me. Pre-game. What the heck? All right. Maybe he didn't like his hand. Oh, God. Yeah, see, Sync and Sigil. This looks like really, really standard list, but yeah. Sigil Suffering was going to be annoying for me, right? CLB is in this hand. All right, let's just make another one. It's like 15 to 20 pounds. Jeez, that's a lot. Pushing 15. Also, GG undefeated in Different Blade. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite the tale. All right, against Florian. Do we run AB against Florian? Probably not, right? I don't know. All right, so against Florian, I think we just try to kill them as fast as possible. I think all of these are good cards. I think... I think actually most of these cards are fine. Yeah. We're going to play pretty aggressive. Now, this is obviously one of the bad matchups for this deck. Yeah. Let's just go like that. Oh, baby. We got a Glistening and a Twinning Blade in the opening hand. Is Nebula Blade normal? And this is not normal, right? They run Reaping Blade normally, right? All right. Standard equipment, though. All right. Sure. Pitch, pitch, and go. All right. Sure. Okay. I think there's really only one way to play this hand. Is time to be annoying with Glistening Steel Blade. This block is gonna tell me a lot about who this Florian is. Okay. So blocking 3-on-3 normally indicates a D-React. I think we just go with the Agile Engagement. Put the Twinning Blade into the arsenal, probably. Actual Josh Lau. This guy asks, yes, I am streaming now. If you want to tune in later. All right, 6-3. This guy says, hey, GLHF. Sure. Is there fake Josh Laus on Talishar? Enjoying Nebula Blade. It's a bit of fun. Yeah, that's... Telling him I haven't seen that before. All right, Rootbound Carapace from hand. Sure. That is fine. We will arsenal the Twinning Blade. And hopefully draw a spoils in the upcoming hand. Jarl eating my grasp all day. Oh no. All right, Sherry, you got it. 6 on 6. No agility token, unfortunately, because Florian actually has quite a bit of non-attacks. All right, we're going to put the Twinning Blade into our arsenal. And we drew another Twinning Blade. That's not that good. Ugh. Okay. Now, that's actually really interesting. Arcane Seeds life into Nebula Blade. Huh. Well, that's pretty annoying. All right. Obviously, our hand basically only plays one way. Just it actually could play another way actually as well. Could pitch into the grains, but I don't think that's very good. All right, we'll just deny the rune chant, and yep. So this is why he's not playing Reaping Blade, guys, so he can heal with Arcane Seed's life. Yeah, it could be felling as well. How hyped am I for Draconic Warrior? Very, very hyped. I mean, we get a warrior set. What's not to love? All right, converting our hand into 3-card 9. Sure, why not? I'll probably de-react something. Yeah, that's fine. He has action, action. Yeah, action, action, earth. Yep. So he'll cover up some of this. Now, if he's playing Yellow Rootbound and Fate, this is going to be a tough game. Oh, geez, he has Sync in art. So him using 2D reacts on a vanilla attack like this means he probably has a third. This could be hard, guys. This could be very hard. All right. Okay, we drew a Dauntless, which is kind of good. Obviously this hand kind of sucks, though. So we might just double block Dauntless Swing. It's not great, though. We could preserve a Twinning Blade by blocking with the Crown, but then we'd have to use this for go again, which is okay. I think we want the game to be quick, so let's not mess around with this CNC. Let's get our Twinning Blade back into our deck. Ooh. Huh. Huh. That kind of changes things. So we could go for the Supremacy play now, but we only have a +2. And very likely we get our attack reaction ripped by Face Purgatory. So I'm kind of feeling like go Dauntless, hit, and run Swing. Blade Flurry, Arsenal of Supremacy. Also, if he Face Purgatories, we'll get to keep Blade Flurry or Supremacy for next turn. And then we don't have to deal with that the rest of the game. We really want to put pressure on before these are online. Because, like, this becomes a blue D-react, basically. Yeah, so we'll pitch like that. Play hit and run. And we'll swing. See what he does here. Now, if he blocks his Face Purgatory plus 2 cards, I don't know if that's ideal, but could be ideal. Oh, well, there's half the... There, okay. So if he takes the Supremacy, we can't get over either way. Ideally, we want him to take the Blade Flurry here. We'll see. Oh, we have a choice. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah. Let's put the Supremacy into the arsenal. Okay, so that's good. We don't have to deal with this anymore. And these things are still not online. So All right, we'll put this in the arsenal. Okay, determination could be good, depending on if this is a direct or not. And how he blocked 2 turns ago kind of indicates that might be a direct. Okay, that's quite annoying. I think we need our whole hand here, actually, right? So we go determination, swing, and I mean, if he doesn't block, we glint, and then we draw. If he does block, we glint twinning. So I think we just keep our hand. We can't deny it with this, so we just keep this for a turn that he doesn't use Oath of the Arknight. All right, no blocks. Get your ring chant. I'm feeling like this is a D-react, so this could be a major blowout here. We'll see. The way he blocked 2 turns ago, really making me think it is. All right. Go supremacy, pitch truce, determination, swing. Yep. Blocking like this, heavy indication that this is a direct here. Okay, so let's glint. If we draw an attack react, that'd be perfect. But even if we don't, still fine. Okay, I mean, we can go with... We have to go with the twinning blade here. Okay, so that did not work, but we can still go like this. If this connects, we'll use our bolters. Uh-oh. The only reason he would block this is if this is a direct. Ugh. Oh, it hit. Sweet. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're going to use our bolters. Do we want to make a vigor token? We have no floating right now. So if we go this, swing. Yeah, so I think we do. Okay. Then we go lead with speed. Set up for the next turn. So this is basically our boots for next turn, and then swing again. So this is going to give us a Dawn Blade counter. So this is not a D-react, or he would have used it, obviously. Block with 2 Plow Unders. Interesting. Okay, do you want to make a Vigor token? This is making me think this is that he has another Plow Under. Why would you block with 2 Plow Unders unless you have a third one, huh? I mean, I think we have to arsenal this, right? Like, it's better than making a Vigor token, so... All right. If this gets plowed under, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, felling. Okay, that makes more sense. Sure. All right, put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. We don't need the unsheathed. Commanding performance, unfortunately, isn't doing anything, though. Both of these cards are equally useless here. Ironically, I think this is worse. This card actually may not be very good against Florian because they want to not have an arsenal a lot of the time. We don't have a lot of resources. It's actually interesting what to do next turn. I think we just unsheath swing. That hides that we don't have a blue. Yeah. I think we just take 8. All right, so go unsheath, and then we swing. Will Blade Flurry over and pitch the Supremacy to continue? If he over blocks, then obviously we're going to get a good Supremacy spoils turn next turn. Would Snag turn off the +4 from felling? I think it would. But, I mean, yeah. Okay. This block makes no sense at all. So is he trying to tell me he has 2D reacts and he's playing around Blade Flurry? I don't buy it. Where's Jubil? This is not the CRB list. This is the full aggro list. We are not making a vigor. Okay, I don't know why he blocked with the grass. But okay. All right, so asking another question of the Florian. Are you going to block or am I getting another counter? Now, commanding performance, like, yeah. Well, we're unlikely to see another commanding performance. Let's just put it that way. I wonder how they'll make the inevitable discard helmet for Warrior. I don't think we're getting a discard helmet. I think we're gonna get a if you have reprise, you can blow it up to draw a card. Oh, there goes another Sig Below. Okay. What? So he wanted to deal damage and disrupt me instead of. Okay, so the issue with this hand is we don't have a pump. So we're actually just gonna go. With this armor situation, I don't think it matters. I think we'll keep the spoils because the spoils can be comboed with twinning easier. So I think we just put this on the bottom and then block with this. And we're getting into that life total where I might want to actually block the armor. Yeah. Okay. So his stuff is online now. All right, should we come in with this or this? We've got to act quickly because if we take too much time, it becomes obvious what we have. I think this is a little bit better. Might force him to use his well-grounded or give a third card. Or give everything, which is interesting. Sure. Yeah, you got it, bro. So if I had played the spoils, less likely he lays his whole hand down. Okay. Choices. We can make this a setup turn, or we can make this an aggro turn. Is it just play this, play this, play this? Swing? Is that enough? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would be 10. But it doesn't actually force anything from him. I think we'll go this plus this and then see how he responds to it. I don't like either one of these plays, actually. None of these plays are good. Because we don't have an attack react. Huh. We weren't able to cycle grains tokens. That's kind of the issue. Ooh, this is a tough spot. I'm actually not sure what to do. Like, this sets up the best. Let's just do this. Yeah, let's just go like this. We are, if he blocks perfectly, we actually IP ourselves, but eh. We're holding 2 cards right now, so it's like a bit scary for him. Especially if he doesn't have a D-React. This is much better when we can kind of predict the arsenal. Or we have a rolling Vigor token. But we're seeing him block with, like, powerful cards, so... yeah. Now, if he blocks 8, I'm going to be very unhappy, actually. We'll probably arsenal the... well, I don't know. We've seen 2 Plowwonders and 2 Fellings already, so... okay. Interesting. Okay, no reactions. Okay, so he's aiming to use his he's aiming to pitch Dreb Trick to play Felling. So we're not gonna have a 5-card hand next turn. We're gonna have an agility token, which makes the Dauntless actually might be better in Arsenal, now that I think about it. Well, he's gonna disrupt our hand, that's the main thing, so. Alright. He still is well grounded, so meh. Oh god. We might need more blues, boys. Alright, 8. We have an agility token, but we have no resources. God. Do we just give him full tempo? Yeah. Well, this is unlucky. I think we actually lose from here. Very sad. So in retrospect, playing the Dauntless there would have been better, but no way to know. Really key thing is we haven't been able to cycle Grains tokens this whole... oh my god, another 4 red hand. Jesus. Jesus. So much red. And he's setting up. Ugh. No. You're probably right, Josh, but we can dream of what? So much hate for CYB Dory 7624. Oh, is the thing still running? Oh well, we'll end the poll. All right. 26. I don't think we're running 26. We have 20, which is pretty standard for aggro. We are running 5 extra reds, though, so it should be like 21 or 22, but yeah. What is this? Okay, so I mean this hand is just awful. Especially since he's setting up. This is so bad. Ugh. We just pitch this and swing. I mean, at least we're doing something, right? Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is so sad. Is what it is. Put the emboldened blades back in. Yeah. This might be a bit too many reds. The thing is, we're supposed to, in most matchups, we're able to cycle grain tokens to smooth out our hand. We're unable to do that against Guardians or this Runeblade Guardian that we're facing. So this is not looking good. Not looking too good. No blocks. Even worse. Man, if this was even a yellow, that would have been so much better. Is what it is. Oh boy, double Malefic. Gonna make so many rune chants. Ew. Alright, I mean, we got... This hand's not playable without an attack react. Alright, so I think we actually are just blocking. Obviously, we have to block the Nebula Blade, so need to be prepared for that. Oh, God. We're just going to die to arcade damage, guys. Oh, boy. Well, there's a root bound. Okay, all the rune chants flying at us, sure. Yep. Alright, so we need to force him to give us some cards next turn. So we're just going to play the Supremacy out. I think we're still dead to, like, a lot of his hands, to be honest. Yeah, 6 plus root bounds. Pretty good. He didn't actually have that many D-Reacts as well, but 6 is kind of enough when you have good armor. Runeblade Guardian, please don't give LSS any ideas. I mean, Florian is basically Runeblade Guardian, you know? Haven't you played Tales of Florian Sealed? It's basically a Runeblade mirrors all day long. Sure. So I think that one turn where we didn't play the Dauntless was actually the key that got us killed, unfortunately. Obviously this is bad. We're gonna go to 5. He can make 2 rune chants on the next. Oh no, he can't, because grass costs a lot. Yeah. With well grounded still up, we can't even singing into glint. We'd have to singing into glint into twinning. Let's see if we get really lucky, guys. Dum 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 dum. Game is hard when you don't draw blues as aggro Dawnblade. But I think that's just a little bit of variance. I mean, it is what it is. Twinning Blade, please. That's not 20 blade. Can we use this now? This game has gone on too long. It's gone on 12 minutes. Or sorry, 12 turns. So this is like really not what you wanna see. All right. Why didn't the rune? Oh, the rune chance did fly at me. Okay. So we die next turn. That's what it's saying. Yep, we die next turn. Sad face. Let's try to make it close. We only got to make one Grains token the whole game. Very sad. Very sad. I think we probably should have brought in the Dauntless, but not the commanding performance. I don't think it would have made a huge difference, though. You gotta draw smoothly. That's the downside of aggro into Guardian. GG. So why does this clock thing say 7:34, but I actually spent 17 minutes? When it says GG, GG. So my value per turn is actually not very high. Yeah, his value per turn is higher than mine. Sad, sad, sad. I'm gonna have to go check my antenna tomorrow. I'm wondering why my bit rate is not very good. Clock is hella bugged. Oh, okay. I see. Well, pretty cool deck from our opponent. Kind of focused on... OBS said I got disconnected. Oh. Okay, reconnected. Okay. That's not good. Alright, looks like we're okay, though. Alright, let's play some more games. We're back. Okay. Oh, I cut out for a second. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think I gotta figure out what's going on in the with my antenna. Okay, Florian again. All right, we'll play our Dauntless this time. I don't think the commanding performance is very good. He doesn't Arsenal very often. Do we want to add Snag just to up our blue count? Maybe. I don't know. Sure. I got PTSD from not drawing blues, so we'll go like that. But maybe we'll grab... Maybe we'll snag something important. Okay. We'll go like this again. All right, let's try again, guys. See if we can do it. All right. This hand doesn't have go again. Okay. That's not very good. I think we play both of these and swing. Arsenal the Blade Flurry. Rune Blade Guardian Part 2. Yeah, let's see if we can get it. Oh, Jesus, that was a fast face purgatory. Okay. All right, you got it, bro. All right. Wait, this is not the same guy? Oh, this is a different username. This okay, hold on. This is a Nebula Blade Rune Blade again? A Nebula Blade Florian again? What? Hey Josh, just played you. Looks like Ethan from Sydney is playing the list I posted. He said I am the tempo. Yeah, that's what turn zero helmet block. Okay, so I'm playing two different Florians that are on the same list. Aha. Ethan from Sydney. Okay. Do you think I should go spoils or I guess go this is safer play. Alright. If he lets us hit, we also get a grains. So this is kind of how you want to start your snowball is present a less threatening turn, get a grains, get an arsenal, set up a little for the next turn. This is not the greatest arsenal, but we could always turn it into a card with crown. So I posted a list in Bobble Podcast and it looks like he's giving it a shot. Ah. Aha. I see. All right, I presume sync is coming. No? Okay. No, we're not gonna give this go again, but we are gonna make a vigor token. We're gonna arsenal this. Okay. Earth's Embrace. He didn't banish a what? Okay, so he just turned this into a one-cost embodiment of Earth. That doesn't sound very good. Okay, this hand sucks. Needs a blue. All right. Is there any chance we triple hit on this turn? Very low. I think it's okay to block though. Why is my refraction bolter still staying up? Go away. Here we go. Okay, I mean this is a hand. All right, so we have agility and vigor popped. So we can go dauntless, swing, pitch this. We have enough pumps. Yeah, sure. All right. This hand should connect. Earth's Embrace is not good, but it's a one-cost sword enabler. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that there's like, yeah, 1 + 2 = 3. Yeah. Yeah, if you could like banish cards or get this after you're turned on, yeah, seems good. I mean, he's still gonna get a 4 block here, but he's turning on reprise is kind of the issue. So is the play? I think the play is to play response. Ugh. Okay, over blocking, not great. Jeez. Okay, just throwing the whole hand down. Okay. So we can't break through. The best arsenal is the redundant piece here, I think. I think the arsenal doesn't really matter. There's a small chance we can't play our whole hand, though. Oh, it's waiting on me. Oops. Oh shit, I just reset the clock. My connection is being bad. Yeah, I haven't actually checked my antenna since I came back, but I'm starting to notice like frame drops, which I normally don't get. We're just gonna pass here. 12 on 6 is too much for me. This arsenal I don't think matters. Just put this there, I guess. Okay. This hand kind of plays itself. Okay, so not blocking indicates he doesn't have a deer yet. Interesting. Think we go with the. If we don't use the bracers, he can deny us reprise by blocking with these, but it's not likely he does. So I think we can be greedy and make a vigor token. And then swing with the lead with speed. I don't think he's blocking. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just convert this into another vigor token. That was from hand. Oh, okay. He took that back. Okay, sure. Do you want to destroy refraction bolters? No. I would like to make it bigger, though. The order of cards does not matter. All right, we know he has its sink below, but we shouldn't. So we'll kind of play like we don't know. This hand's pretty good, though, so we'll keep it. We might give him some armor or a card and armor. Very sad. So he's going to have a de-reacted arsenal. I mean, keeping the whole hand makes our turn look scarier. So I think we just... And this hit and run actually could be very good. We can go unsheath, swing, twinning blade, resolve damage, hit and run, swing, swing, potentially. So I think we don't block. Oh, Florian is hard, guys. This is why I played CYB. CYB Dory would just fatigue the hell out of Florian. Make him super sad. All right, unsheathed. Here we go. Oh shit, we have so much resources as well. Nice. Is Nebula Blade there so you can gain the value off of healing, or just trying something different? I mean, it's a... I mean, he has a lot of, like, 0 and 1 cost stuff, so... No blocks. Interesting. You got double D-react? No, he doesn't. Okay. So we're going to play these out. We have 1 floating now, so we can make a vigor token. Okay, we can go this. And then bracer swing, swing. Or we could get double vigor tokens. 1 damage or a vigor. I think the bracer is better because that brings it to 6. Forces 2 cards instead of a D-react plus grasp. All right. So here we go. The twinning and swing again. And he's going to be very sad. On hit, 2 reenchants is hard to pass up. I just think this curves super nicely with a lot of cards. So. His late game is even better. So. Plus, you don't need Reaping Blade anymore since CYB is dead. Sarcasm. detected. All right, there's the sink below. I don't think you needed to use it here. All right, so again, this is threatening encounter. So likely to get our counter. Ooh, sweet. Okay, so we have a vigor token and we have boots and 2 counters going into the next turn. So if this is not a felling, we have a very good hand. God, this is laggy. Sorry guys, I'm dropping frames. This might have to be the last game because it's just too laggy. Too laggy. Ooh, there's Summer's Fall. My aura! No! No! Oh my god. Florine, you're such a dick. My vigor token! At least I didn't need it. It's okay. If I had my vigor token, I could have Valor Supremacy Swing. Boo. Is what it is. Is what it is. We probably want to start blocking with our armor. We're getting low. It is Florian online. We probably should have blocked with armor last turn. Oh well. You have to build around it or else it's weak. I agree. You definitely have to build around it. This armor is really good. Really, really good. Okay. So he has to have a D reactor. This gets through. Okay. Jesus. You got it, bro. Okay. Don't like this hand. What? Just an arsenal pass. No arsenal pass, really? What? Okay, he's redoing his turn, sure. This is surely a... Did he play a non-attack? Maybe he didn't play a non-attack. This should be an arsenal, right? Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Well, I mean, we just play out our non-attacks. Oh, God. Yeah. This card's so good. This creating 2 embodiments reminds me of Briar pre-ban. And then having the legs that just... Yeah. What are we doing with this hand? Well, we have to bluff that, basically, with this hand. We are dead to Rune Chance very soon. Bark skin is insane. I agree. 2 cards blocking for 10 is why I like triple route. All right, we'll go Unsheathed, Supremacy Swing. Bluff that we have a 0 cost. Yeah, I'm really starting to lag, so we're probably going to have to call the stream after this, unfortunately. I got to check my antenna. One of the connections might be loose. Normally I don't get this level of lag. Ooh, let me draw? Really? No. Yes. And then this swing. Clock is definitely ticking on us, though. Very interesting arsenal. Very interesting arsenal. Uh-oh, we drew another one. Uh-oh. Here come all the rune chants. Sure. Talishar here, indicating that I have an instant. Okay, so we have to block this, or we die. And the Nebula Blade has to be blocked with this. So only one way to play this hand. We're going to go down to 1. If this is the blue, we might actually just die. Nope, never mind, we don't. Oh. That costs 4. Yeah, okay, so he can't do that, yeah. Can't pay. He has to, yeah. Yep. We go to 1, like I thought. And then block this, plus this. And then we have Puncture, Dawnblade, Swing, Swing. That's all we got. This is going to make 2 embodiments of Earth. Ugh. God, I miss route. If this was Singing Steelblade, he actually dies. Oh well. This hides everything about our hand right now. He doesn't know that we have 2 useless cards. Oh, very sad. Yeah, Singing Steelblade into route would have killed him here. Oh well. Because it would have returned 5. Oh, Florian. Man, this is one of those decks I was fatiguing with the CYB build. Like, you might not believe it, guys, but Jubil CYB Dory outlasts Florian. But yeah, we can't win this. GG. Yeah, I mean, if Florian's more popular, the other build is better. I do think there is some merit to playing like this. However, I think this style is actually quite volatile. The list that I took to Worlds and the updated list, it just it just works against Rune Blades. CYB, even without the blues, is just so much healing, and you just block the whole time. Poke him with Jubil. Pretty good. Play CYB, Dory. Is CYB build minus the blues the same as just super bad? No, it's not that bad. The concept is sure you're not getting the 1+6, 1+7, 1+8 at the end of the game. Sure, it is a nerf, but the fact that nobody should be running uh, hate cards is quite massive. So this is the post ban version. So it doesn't have the blues. Has a few more attack reacts. Has snag. Yeah. I am under the weather. I have a sore throat. 1 to 10 hype. How hype are you for the new warrior? Yeah, I'm sure you've been asked a million times. That's fine. Uh, I mean, I don't even know what he does, but I presume he'll be quite weapon focused because there's a lot of dagger stuff. So he should be good fun. We'll have 5 different warriors to play. Hope Here's my hope is that some of the cards translate well into Olympia. Because Olympia is still not a complete hero, unfortunately. Or I hope they give him and Betsy some Warrior Guardian dual class cards in the expansion slot. When is Snag best again? So Snag is good against new. It's good against aggressive Guardians because it messes up Rouse the Ancients and Pummel and stuff like that. Uh, that's really the main ones. It's okay against Florian as well. I think 3 red overpower is super heavy. Well, eight. So the point of the Jubil CYB deck is if they try to set up, you just kill them with the sword. The 3x overpower 3x route was actually for Enigma. That's how I was clearing their board. Is I have chorus plus a heavy attack react. So yeah. All right, guys. I think we're probably gonna have to cut the stream here because the internet situation is not the greatest. Plus, I'm not feeling the greatest. If you can't tell by my voice, I'm a bit under the weather. Still recovering a little bit from jet lag as well, so I'm getting kind of tired. We'll be back next week for more Dory shenanigans, or I don't know exactly where we'll kind of figure it out, play it by ear. It will be Thanksgiving next week as well, so we might do something with the boys, with the guys. I think these individual streams are nice, but some of the most fun streams I have had were with other card guys. So, all right, guys. This has been Josh Lau with the Card Guys. Thanks for watching this stream. If you want to check out the CYB Dory deck list, you're at the right channel. Just go to the videos. It should be the most recent one. as for the playmat video, I will kind of take a look and see if I can make that. I think that'd be a very interesting and, you know, some unique content for the stream. So yeah. All right. Thanks, Andy. I will hydrate and have a good rest as well. So all right, guys. Take care. See ya.